What's going on, TTM? Back for another year. I think it's year 15 or 16. Not sure. We have one new face this year, Preston. Welcome to the league. Hope you enjoy it. I know it's a lot to take in for now, but I hope you'll like it. I think you will, actually. So, this video will encompass the MILB draft that we just completed. So we had our first full year of baseball last year, and of course minor league baseball as well. And I don't know, I guess last year's draft, because there was no 2020 year, everybody kept a lot of their same players. But this year, we got some stats on those players, and I think everybody just cleaned house. I know I did. So, without further ado, let's get into this year's MILB draft. Hull, you finished 4th place last year. Oh, that's another thing. So this year, now that we're going to pay 1st through 6th, the 7th place team in the regular season will now get the first overall pick in next year's MILB draft. So Hull, 4th place, you got the last time of getting the number 1 overall MILB pick. So 7th place next year will get it. Hull, with your first pick, you took Anthony Volpe. He struggled mightily after I think he was drafted in 2019, was he? Yep, 2019. He did not go out too well, but obviously missed 2020. In 2021, he went 30-30 or really close to 30-30. I think he went 30-30. Maybe he went 30-29 or something crazy like that. Anyway, he shot up all the prospect boards. When you're taking this pick, I was going between two guys, him and I'll get to the guy later, and not very much later though, of course. But you took Volpe, can't go wrong there, I don't think. They will need a shortstop of the future. They have Kiner Fluff they just traded for in the Yankees, so I think that guy makes a ton of sense. Great pick, Hull. Florida, you had 2. You took another shortstop. I don't know how this guy's a shortstop. He's listed at 6'7". 6'7" shortstop would be the giantest shortstop ever in the history of baseball. O'Neal Cruz. Great power. Obviously, if you're 6'7", you better have good power. But the thing I fear about him is how much will he hit? If he hits 250 with 30-something bombs, maybe close to 40, that won't be a bad pick at all. That would be a really good player, especially for a shortstop. But I don't know where he hits. I mean, not in the lineup, like what his average is. If he hits 220, 210, I don't know. He should have a decent OBP, but nothing spectacular. Maybe 70 points above his average. So if he hits 250, 320-ish OBP, 310 maybe. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have next player's card, but this is the other guy I thought was in contention for number 1 overall pick. Marcelo Mayer Kroom, you got him. Early returns on this guy. Everybody likes this guy a lot. He is very high on prospect boards. High school bat that the Red Sox drafted, shortstop, of course. All 3 of the first 3 picks were shortstops. I don't know if he will stay at shortstop. I think Volpe does have a chance. Cruz, I would have to lean no for him. Mayer, very early to tell, so we'll see. Anyway, I think he's got a great bat. How far will his power go? I think he can hit 300 or more. His power, I think, is maybe 30. The top end is 30. Not much speed, so we'll see how that goes. But I think that's a very solid pick at number 4. Number 4, Chalupa, too high. You took Gabriel Moreno, massive hitting catcher. Was hurt. I think he had a thumb injury last year, so it limits him to, I want to say, 70-ish games. But in those 70 games, he raked. He went to the Arizona Fall League to catch up on some of those at-bats that he missed during the year. And I want to say he hit 360 there or 350. Absolutely raked. Everybody loves this guy's bat. I don't want to compare it to like a Vladimir Guerrero kind of bat, but he's got a Vladimir Guerrero kind of bat, I think. Shit. This guy's absolutely going to be a masher. I think he can easily hit 25-plus home runs, can get into 30 some years. But as a catcher, if he's going to hit 300 plus, which I think he can easily do. Great pick right there. Bolt, you took the first pitcher of the draft. Texas Rangers, Jack Leiter. I mean, out of Vanderbilt, love this kid. He's got a lot of talent. Sorry, these new draft picks I don't have cards of, so I can't show you. But, I think he was taking number 2 overall. I mean, wow. I think this guy is going to be a good pitcher. But I definitely want to see some, data on him, which he didn't even pitch last year, as a lot of pitchers don't. Because I think he went to the College World Series, pitched extra innings there. The Rangers said, no, we're going to be safe. We're not going to pitch him this year. So, wise. He'll make his professional debut this year. I haven't heard where they're going to place him. I would assume high A. But who knows? He could be in low A. But I'm going to bet on high A. If they're really aggressive, I guess double A. But we'll see. Bolt. So, you might get a really good pitcher there. But they're arms, so you never know. Matthews, hopefully new firefighter soon. You took Jordan Lawler. Another nice bat coming out. I really like this guy's bat. I think he was drafted, was it like 4th or 5th? Oh, no, God dang it. Now I got to go research all this stuff. Overall, but out of high school. So, was he out of high school actually? How am I not prepared for this video? God damn it. And now I can't even Google. Now I lost my ability to Google. What a track. Yeah, so Jordan Lawler, does this have it? Where was he? 6th overall, yes, out of some high school in Dallas area, somewhere where Bobby Witt played probably. But anyway, yes, very good player. I think he's got a great bat. We'll see how, his full season debut will be this year, as with Mayer. So we'll see a lot on these guys this year. Next up, Rooster, Camilo Doval, the Giants closer. I'm pretty sure he should be the closer. So, I love how you always banged me on these picks in the previous years. And you did it first round. First round, Rooster. You took this guy. He was definitely on my list to take. I like the pick. I'm not going to bang it too hard like you always bang mine. But I can't believe you did my strategy. Taking big league relief pitchers that are under the 50 innings threshold and using that with your minor league draft. Okay. Well, we'll get to a lot more of those too. New guy, Preston. The couch pulls out, but you don't. Okay, I like the name. I like the name. You took Colwyn. Biggest shock I thought of the first round. But this is your first draft, so, you're a Rangers fan, so I get it. But most people, besides Bolt, take hitters and bats because they're just safer picks. Colwyn, I think, is a very good player. I think if he doesn't start the year in the big leagues, he'll be up by May or at the latest June. So you're going to get return on your investment this year, which I do like stuff like that, just like when I take my relief pitchers. So, we'll see. I think he's going to be a very good pitcher, but a rookie pitcher, you never know. They're unknown. So we'll see. Next up, Klecker, Atex. You took Nick York. Second baseman for the Red Sox. Absolutely nice player. He's got a little bit, I see like Dustin Pedroia in him. Obviously he's a little bit taller, but that's who I see a little bit of him in there. Obviously, I think the Red Sox probably see it too. Definitely got a little bit of power, a little bit of speed, maybe 20-20 upside in there. So, like the pick there. Should be a pretty nice hitter too. Heck, Pedroia won an MVP hitting, what did he hit? 28 home runs that year? Someone looked that up. I can't remember. Hats or bats? You went Josh Lowe at number 10. I think this guy is a good player. I think the Rays have they have a lot of these Lowe kids. So, I don't know. I don't know if he'll ever be a fantastic player, but I do think he'll be a very solid player for you. So, I do like him. I'm trying to go to his stats right now. Not a stats, but, well, maybe a stats too. Told you I'm not prepared for this video. Don't even know what I was doing. Shit, where is this guy? There he is. So, Josh Lowe. Move you. Yeah, you have 55 power, 60 run. They project your hitting as a 45. I mean, you're just old, though, too. That's another thing. I mean, you had a great year last year. 22 homers, 26 stolen bases, 291. I mean, you were in AAA, but you were 24 or 23-year-old last year. You just turned 24. So I think you'll be up this year, it looks like, and hopefully you'll be producing for Hats or Bats. Again, we'll see, I guess. Schaefer, you took Brady House, another one of those draft picks this year by the Washington Nationals. He went 11th overall out of high school. Massive guy, just a massive guy. 6'4", 215 is what they list him as. Is that accurate? I don't know. Made a professional debut last year. Hit very well. Only a limited amount. I think he hit, 320, 394 OBP, 4 home runs. So I don't think this guy sticks at shortstop. But I do think he can easily play third and be a very good player. So I like that pick. But he's definitely a few years away. With my 12th pick, last pick of the first round, I took Roderick Arias, international guy from the Dominican Republic. Shortstop, the Yankees signed him in January. So he's 6'2", kind of young, really young, 17 years old. I don't know. Everything's projectable on him. So it's with those international guys, it's a crapshoot. They could be Tatis. They could be Kevin Mason. Inside joke on the league there, Kevin Mason. Ha ha. Anyway, we'll see with him. With my next pick, I took Khalil Watson. A lot of people thought this guy could go number 1 in the draft. He ended up falling all the way. He fell pretty low. I thought to like 14 or something. Sorry, 16. The Marlins got him. Again, he plays shortstop. He's 5'9", kind of short. They say he's got more pop than his 5'9" average or his 5'9" height. So we'll see. A lot of prospect boards were very aggressive on him. So I thought I'd be aggressive too and take him. We'll see. And he played like 10 games last year. I mean, he hit like 390, but 10 games is nothing. So we're going to see. This year will be a big question mark and decide where he is. Will he be a top 10 prospect potentially, or will he drop off the whole top 100 altogether? Because this year, I mean, so many guys are going to graduate from the top 100 list. We'll get about that in a little bit. Next, Bolt with the second pick of the second round. You took Christian Vacado, another international guy out of Cuba. Again, really young. Hasn't played yet on stateside. I don't know if what they're gonna do with him. We'll see if they keep him in the Dominican Summer League. He's a 6'3" guy. They say 55 hits, 60 power, 65 runs. So obviously very toolsy player. Who signed him? Was it the Twins or Nationals? Nationals signed him, I believe. So, I mean, they got Soto out there. They know what they're doing. So if you get anything close to Soto, you hit a home run there. Hats for Bats. You took Robert Hassel. I thought this guy was drafted at one point. He was, I want to say, a 2020 or 2019 draft pick. Still has loads of potential. So we'll see. Just looking at my card. Hassel, let's go see what he is on MLB, the number 37 overall prospect. I mean, at 20 years old right now, they project him 60 hit, 50 power, 55 speed. Last year, he played his first full professional season at 302, 393 OBP, 34 steals, and 11 home runs. I think the power definitely gets more and more as he gets older and older and fills out his body. So I think that is a very nice pick. He's still a few years off, but I like that pick. Next, Clucker, you took Jose Miranda, Twins shortstop. He is on the top 100 list, but he is number 95 on MLB's list. He can play all over the infield. Definitely a utility man, I guess you could say. Last year, he played a double and triple A. Hit very good. 344, 30 home runs. I mean, they need to find this guy a position probably. He is 23. He'll be 24 during the year this year. He should definitely be up in the big leagues this year. Maybe signing Correa maybe pushes it back a little bit if they're going to plan on playing him at shortstop. I don't know. We'll see if he can handle short, but he can definitely play almost any other position I think you put him at. So if the power is legit, which I'd like to see it one more year, then you got a good player. Next. All right. Preston, you took Alek Thomas. Love this guy's bat. He should be up in the big leagues this year. Arizona Diamondbacks, him and Corbin Carroll are both top 20 prospects. I think he's got legit, skills across the board. Does he have anything that will jump off and be amazing? Probably not. But I think he does provide you a little bit of everything. They say 60 hit, which maybe is like a 280, 290 hitter, 55 power, 60 run. That could translate 20-20, 25-25, something in there. I don't know if he'll ever get to 30-30, but I think, again, he's going to give you help this year because he should be up in the big leagues this year. I had the next pick, and I took Joe Barlow, the Rangers, hopefully closer. He might be eighth inning guy, but he should be the back end of the bullpen. This is the guys that I usually take. I would have taken Doval here if Rooster didn't take Doval in the first round. So we'll see. It's all for this year. You play to win, right? Bolt, you took Jackson Jobe with the second of your 4 second-round picks. Massive high school arm. I don't think he made his debut last year. He was what pick was he? Top 5, wasn't he? Number 3, yes. 6'2", 200 pounds. The Tigers got him. We'll see. He's going to make his, again, just like Jack Leiter, he's going to make his debut this year. So you definitely loaded up on pitchers, I guess, this year. Your next pick, you took Benny Montgomery. Benny Montgomery, the Rockies drafted him, I think, number 8 overall. He is an outfielder, I guess. So I think he's got, I don't know. Like I said, the draft went strange. The Rockies saw something in him. Maybe it was signability. I don't know. But we'll see how that goes. I think he'll be a very good hitter. His power should be all right. So we'll see how that goes. Chalupa, you took Elly De La Cruz. Massive projection on this guy. He finally broke in last year and played well. He's a infield guy, maybe shortstop, maybe third. Got lots of tools. Power and speed are both pretty good. In his little brief stint last year, he hit 296 with a 336 OBP. So not a big walker. But 8 home runs, 18 doubles, 9 triples, 10 stolen bases. So, he made it all the way to low A. So a lot of people are getting high on this guy. If he has another year just like that, he will definitely shoot up these boards. That is, you can't ask for much better than a pick like that. I think it's Rooster calls them lottery tickets, and I guess they could be lottery tickets, but this guy, I think, is going to be a good player. Art Warren, we're taking next by the sacrifice Blunts. He will be the Reds in the bullpen, another big league guy that should start the year in the big leagues or break camp with the big league team. And he could either be 8th inning, 7th inning, potentially closer, because Lucas Sims is now hurt for them. So he's supposed to miss about a month, I believe. So Art Warren could definitely be a back-end bullpen guy, perhaps a closer. Bolt, here you go again. You took Frank Mazzucato. I believe this guy was the number 7th overall pick by the Royals in the draft. Another arm for you, Bolt. You love these guys. I don't know why you're going to hitch your wagon to 3 of these guys. That seems a little crazy to me. I don't know. I don't really research a lot of these guys. I know he's after high school. He's a long way off. He's 6'3", I believe. So he's big guy, and we'll see. I mean, I don't believe he pitched last year either, just like Leiter and the other guy I just mentioned. God dang it, what was his name? Job. We'll see. Anyway, Hull, you took Andy Pages, or Pages as you might call him. Dodgers catcher, first base, outfield. I think he's got enough athleticism to play outfield if he can't stick a catcher, which I'm not sure he can. I believe he hit close to 30 or over 30 home runs last year, so he really broke out in a big way. I like this guy. If he can stick a catcher, I think he can be a great hitter with lots of power. Well, this video is already way too old or long. Anyway, good pick. With your next pick in the third round, you took Uri Perez, a pitcher on the Marlins. Is that right? God help me on these guys. Where is Uri Perez? Yep, Marlins pitcher. Young kid, 18. He did pitch last year and pitched extremely well, amazingly well. 78 innings, 108 strikeouts. Again, their arms, you have to see how they keep going, and hopefully they keep going in the upward trajectory, not going anywhere else. Bolt, you took Henry Davis, number 1 overall pick by the Pirates, catcher. A lot of people compare him to like a Bart or Posey or something like that. Okay. I mean, number 1 overall pick, I won't fault him. He hit a lot at Louisville, but I think his main red flag is his power. He did hit, I want to say, 15 or 20 home runs at Louisville last year, but his previous 2 or 3 years before that, he combined for like 5 home runs. So was the power legit, or was it just a really good year? I don't know. We'll see. Matthews, you took Colton Cowser, Sam Houston State, I believe. This guy was he just raked and hit and hit and hit and hit when he was there. Rooster likes this guy, apparently. I think he's going to be a good hitter. He's obviously old, so he should be more advanced and hopefully get to Double-A this year, if not High A at least, at the very bare minimum. So I want to see this guy continue to hit. And if he does, we might have something. I've seen Goldschmidt go from a guy that just raked, that nobody thought was a good prospect, to a guy that, I mean, obviously is all-star every year, basically. Next, Rooster, you took James Triantos, the Cubs' second-round pick last year. He had a very good year last year. I don't remember exactly what he hit, but I want to say he hit like 340 or 330. So, real good year. This will be his first full year, so I want to see how he does there. Preston, you took Joe Ryan, Twins pitcher. He is a top 100 prospect at the bottom of the barrel, but he will be up this year. Again, he's going to give you a guy that you can call up almost immediately. He pitched last year for the Twins. I don't know if he'll break camp with the Twins, but we'll see. He had a decent year last year with the Twins, so, I mean, he's definitely going to give you value right away. You're going to get return on your investment. Klecker, you took Ricardo Cabrera, basically listed as about the 3rd best international prospect this last year. He was out of Venezuela, 5'11", kind of kid. He's 17. Everything with this kid's obviously projectable, just like all these international guys. They project him as like a 60 hit, 55 power, 55 run. So obviously, if you're the number 3 international guy, you're going to have lots of tools. Venezuela's produced some great players lately, so maybe he'll be the next. We'll see. Hats or bats, you took Nick Prado. I'll get into him and Melendez in a little bit, but both these guys are on the Royals. Both were drafted, I believe, in 2018. In 2019, their first full year, they absolutely struggled. And I mean, when I say struggle, they hit 100 something. It was bad. I think Prado hit 190. Missed 2020 the whole year. Came back last year and just destroyed baseballs. I think he hit 35 home runs, 36. I mean, he had a ton of home runs. Had a nice average. So, again, when you do it one time, is that for real? Or is it just a really good year and you'll never do that again? That's what I want to see. I'd like to see him repeat it. But the third round, I can't say anything about that. Schaefer, you took Oscar Colares, another, he's a Cuban outfielder, international guy. This guy's a bit older, but he did sign underneath the international rules. So he's 23, 60 power, 55 run, 55 hit. So I don't know. There's a league vote. Go vote on the league, and we'll talk about these guys. He did sign under the international guidelines, so maybe that's why he's available. I don't know. But yeah, guys from Cuba take a little bit of adjustment. We'll see. He should, I would think, if he does, he should be in the high, like AA or AAA. That's where I would place him this year. I took Michael Harris 2. I don't know why he puts his little 2 right there. He just does. Anyway, this guy is a good hitter. Came onto the scene last year, had a great year. His power numbers look low. I think he only hit like 7 or 8 home runs last year. But you got to remember, he played in a park that is notoriously hard in Rome. I think it was high A for the Braves. Notoriously hard to hit home runs in. So will his power increase? I hope so. I think, because I want to say all of his home runs last year were hit on the road. Will he ever be a 20 home run hitter? Maybe. Hopefully he just hits 300 with, I'm hoping, 15 and then 30 steals or something like that, because the guy is fast. So we'll see. With my turnaround pick, I took Robert Suarez. He played in the Korean Baseball League, I believe, or was it Japanese? I think it was Korean, but don't fault me. If it's one of the Asian countries, I can't keep them all straight. It wasn't Russia, though. We gotta thank God. Anyway, played there. It's coming over here to the Padres. The Padres bullpen is, who knows? I mean, nobody knows what's going on with the Padres bullpen. They have about 10 guys who I think could close, including this guy. So I took a flyer on him. We'll see how it goes. Preston, with your you're only picking the 4th round. You took Nick Low. He should be again in the big leagues this year. I don't know if I think he made his debut last year. I can't remember. I think he's a good player. I mean, we'll see where he goes. So yeah, nothing bad there. Next, Rooster, you took Kobe Mayo, Baltimore. Was he drafted last year, I believe? No, 2020 is a 4th round pick. Last year, he hit 319 with a 426 OBP, fantastic OBP, 9 homers, 11 steals. He is a bit older. He is already 21. Where did he play last year? He's massive. Rooster loves these 6'5" plus guys. Where did he play? Oh, made 3 stops. 2 in rookie ball and 1 in low A. So I think he was a little bit old for that league. So I definitely want to see him, I guess, with more advanced competition, better pitchers. So hopefully he'll get that opportunity, hopefully in high A this year. I would assume he would be. But we'll see. Matthews, with your pick in the 4th round, you took MJ Melendez. Again, this is where I talk about Prado. Got drafted in 2018. Didn't play much, obviously, his rookie year, first year. Made his full season debut in 2019 and hit like 150. Horrible. The guy should have been cut on the spot. He should have been working at McDonald's at that point. They kept him around. Didn't play in 2020. Last year, he slugs 40-something home runs. I think to lead all of minor league baseball in home runs. Can he do it again? Can he repeat that? That's, like I said, the big question. We'll see. Rooster, you took in the 5th round pick. There's only a couple of 5th round picks. You took Victor Acosta, international guy. Where is he from? Dominican Republic. He was the number 19 prospect in that international class. So, I mean, I don't know if I don't really have much stats on him because he wasn't on my radar. Just for you, Rooster, I'll go look up and see what he did last year. Victor Acosta. Played in the Dominican Summer League last year. He's still only 17. He'll be 18 in a couple of months. He hit 285 with a 431 OBP. Those pitchers in Dominican don't know how to throw strikes. So walking there is... Rooster could have a 300 OBP there. He stole 26 bases at 5 home runs. Pretty good. But he should come stateside this year where we'll get a better look at him and we'll know a lot more about him. I took Jay Allen Jr. with my 5th round pick. Again, just an athletic, toolsy guy. I mean, we'll see what he does. I don't have a lot of hopes on him, but I think he could be a decent player. So I'm hoping he breaks out. If he does, he'll be a top 100 prospect. I mean, but these guys can easily fail in their first full year, so we'll see. In the 6th round, there were only 2 picks. I took Alex Vesia, Dodgers bullpen guy. I'm just hoping he gets like a 7th or 8th inning job. I believe Trinan's going to be the closer there, but he's got injury concerns. He's always had it. So we'll see. Rooster, you took Joey Weimer with the last pick of the draft. Weimer played in low A and high A last year. Hit 295 with a 403 OBP. Very good OBP. He stole 30 bases combined. Hit 27 home runs combined. So he's hit everywhere he's gone. So if he can continue that, he is older though. He played at low A and high A as a 23-year-old. He was a college bat coming out, so that's my only concern. They list him as a 45 hit, 60 power, 55 run, so we'll see. I don't know. I want to see him definitely play against AA, AAA competition, and if he still hits, then you got something, Rooster. I mean, again, 6th round pick, so that's nothing, so take a flyer for sure. Anyway, bottoms up, gentlemen. Season starts in less than 2 weeks. We got the least to draft. Season starts in, I think, actually 2 weeks, actually. We still need to figure out, I know people have told me they can't draft late, they can't draft early. So we got to figure that out as well. Let me know what does or basically doesn't work for you. So it's on Tuesday night as of now. Hopefully we can all make that somehow work. Maybe get a better time for everybody. I don't know. Anyway, TTM, that's it for the MILB draft video. Yep, we'll see you in the next video.